Hello everyone. Today I will be answering the age-old question, what did Mr. Potato Head do in between the Toy Story movies? Brotato has an answer for you. He joined the Expendables. Do you have a single finger and an eye? If so, then you can play Brotato. And doing so, you can have a lot of fun. I bought Brotato off Steam, and it has kept me thoroughly entertained for the past 12 hours. This isn't going to be the next game of the year. I doubt it will make a mark on the public consciousness, but this game knows what it is, and leans hard into it. At time of writing, there are no microtransactions or battle passes here. It is simply a small, top-down arena shooter roguelike. In other words, you kill things, gain experience, level up, collect money so you can buy weapons in the shop to kill even more things. It's a satisfying loop that can get really challenging during the higher stages. For those seeking even more of a challenge, there are modifiers that add a wider range of enemies. There are 20 waves, slowly throwing more enemies at you, of different power and appearance. After each wave you'll see how much money you gained, for which items you've gained from crates, choose which incremental upgrade you'd like for your stats, and then visit the shop. A nice little reprieve from the hundreds of enemies rushing at you at once. Fend off the hordes ranging from melee weapons of different types, from sticks to knuckle dusters. Each weapon has a different attack style, some thrust, some slash, and some cleave. These may sound the same, but they do have noticeable differences. Ranged weapons vary widely from the slingshot to the RPG. I've played a lot of games in my time and I've never been a huge gun person. If there was one game that turned me into one, this is likely going to be it. There's also the magic build, for those uninterested in the previous option, offering such niceties as wands and flamethrowers. From the item front, there are dozens, if not hundreds of collectible items that will impact your run, keeping you coming back again and again. A nice little visual touch is how each item affects how your little tato looks. Bought a bat in the shop to upgrade your stats? Your little guy might have wings now. Non-functional, but still. Upgrading your weapons is a vital part of survival. If you don't, you'll notice how enemies take noticeably more punishment than they did 1 or 2 rounds ago. On the upside of this, the round following upgrades, you really feel the difference in ranks. Weapons can be combined to upgrade, up to a maximum level 4. So to most classes you can only equip up to 6 weapons at one time. You'll want to upgrade all available weapons by the end of the run, to have the best chance of defeating the wave 20 boss. If you did level up, which you usually do at least once given the sheer amount of enemies in the short rounds, each round feels snappy and action-packed. During the more challenging runs, you may find yourself praying for the seconds to take down faster. There are 2 types of enemies that will spawn all over the arena, melee and ranged. Get too close to the melee and they will attack. Some can even charge at you, others are just very, very quick. The danger comes later from the sheer number of enemies that can spawn. If anyone has seen World War Z, you will get a good idea of the veritable hordes that chase you during those 60 seconds. The ranged enemies, not to be outdone by their close combat brethren, are equally as, if not sometimes more dangerous, turning the game into more of a bullet hell experience. Now you will not only have to dodge all the enemies charging at you, but also the near constant spew of orbs filling the screen. People talk about flow state games where challenge meets skill. I believe this game is one of those, not requiring much input, but asking for all of your attention. As even at higher levels and better items, it takes only 3 to 4 hits to kill, and at the highest stages those hits come thick and fast. According to the Steam page, Brotato came before the now arguably more popular Vampire Survivors, but for whatever reason I prefer this game. Maybe it's smaller confined space or the auto-aiming, but Vampire Survivors just didn't manage to grab me the same way this has. A feature that adds to the sheer playability are the choices of classes, all specializing in a certain area, usually pushing you towards a certain stat or playstyle. If you want to make it through the more difficult stages, you start off with half a dozen characters, and must complete certain requirements to unlock more, usually something relating to the nature of the character. Get up to 60% dodge, and unlock the ghost character, who has huge natural dodge, but takes 100% more damage. There are a pleasing amount of stats to choose from to spec into, making each run feel different from the last. This game takes me back to my old school days of flash games on dusty computers, where I didn't need massive open worlds or well-written stories Just simple fun. Challenge you to play this without a smile on your face. Is this going to be a new benchmark for gaming? No. Is it worth the asking price? Definitely. And with that, thank you for coming to my little corner of the internet. I'll see you next time.